Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Saints. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Watch it now, Marty. Let's go. Green, 39. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And they'll run it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. They'll look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Now let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
Back that it up, Philly. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. 3,
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
They'll look to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56. Look at 3 up. Here we go. 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw now on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's brought down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So now 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. And caught right side, Green. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the slot man goes in motion left. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Leopard, set, 3-19. Detroit.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Down and goal from the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll come out in the pistol. On play action, they'll throw. Backing up. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Green with a catch left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Now let's go. Take that, Billy. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So we've reached halftime. You seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. Third quarter action now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
Let's go. Billy. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 56 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wheaton with a catch right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Eight yards still remaining here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can't try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now back to throw. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 14 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football. I like it. Good vision.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go now. Green.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken, down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And the back goes into motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big tight end there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. they'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
3rd down and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said,
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another pistol look here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
and it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case.